Welcome! This hill in Rome looks natural, but it's actually made entirely of broken pottery. Archaeologists estimate it contains the remains of 53 million amphora jars. Why did Romans create artificial mountains of perfectly good containers? The mystery deepens when you realize these weren't damaged goods. Most amphorae were deliberately smashed while still functional. The Latin inscriptions show they held olive oil, wine, and garum fish sauce from across the empire. At sites across the Roman world, archaeologists find these dumps organized in neat layers. The systematic arrangement suggests this wasn't random disposal, but a coordinated process. What were the Romans really doing? Some historians initially thought Romans were just wasteful. With the empire's wealth, maybe they simply threw away containers after single use. But closer examination of the evidence revealed this theory couldn't be right. The stamps on discarded amphorae tell a different story. They show quality control marks, shipping records, and contents verification. These containers pass through multiple checkpoints before being deliberately destroyed. The pattern emerges when you follow the shipping routes. Amphorae traveled thousands of miles carrying olive oil from Spain, wine from Gaul, and exotic goods from Egypt to feed Rome's million inhabitants. Roman trade officials had strict quality standards. They tested contents at every major port and marked containers as approved or rejected. But even approved goods ended up in these mysterious dumps. The layers at Monte Testaccio spanned 250 years, from Augustus to Severus Alexander. Each layer represents about a decade of systematic dumping. The consistency suggests this wasn't accident, it was official policy. Evidence from Pompeii and other sites shows Romans had designated areas for amphora destruction. Workers used specific techniques to break containers efficiently. This wasn't disposal, it was industrial processing. Chemical analysis reveals why. Olive oil, wine, and fermented fish sauce soak deep into the porous ceramic. Even after emptying, the containers retained strong flavors and odors that couldn't be completely removed. Romans discovered that reusing these containers contaminated new contents. Olive oil stored in wine amphorae tasted terrible. Fresh garum in old containers spoiled quickly. The solution seemed obvious, but there was a problem. Making new amphorae required skilled potters, quality clay, and weeks of drying and firing. With Rome consuming millions of containers yearly, production couldn't keep pace with a throwaway system. The economics didn't work. Here's where Roman ingenuity shows. The broken pottery wasn't waste, it was raw material. Crushed amphora fragments called testae had multiple valuable uses throughout the empire. Testae made excellent concrete aggregate. Roman builders discovered that crushed pottery created stronger, lighter concrete than stone alone. The Pantheon's dome contains millions of amphora fragments, making it possible to build so large. Roads used testae for drainage and stability. The pottery fragments prevented water accumulation and provided firm foundations. Broken containers literally became the infrastructure connecting the empire. Roman agricultural writers recommended testae for improving soil drainage in vineyards and olive groves. The pottery fragments prevented root rot and increased crop yields, creating a perfect recycling circle. Even Roman baths used testae as insulation in their heating systems. The pottery fragments retained heat longer than stone, making the baths more efficient. Nothing was truly wasted in Roman engineering. Modern analysis reveals the full system. Romans created a circular economy where containers became buildings, roads, and infrastructure. The waste dumps were actually recycling centers processing materials for reuse. Monte Testaccio represents 2.5 centuries of systematic recycling. What looked like wasteful disposal was actually sophisticated resource management that modern cities struggle to match. Romans solved packaging waste 2,000 years before we recognized the problem. Their amphora dumps reveal an empire that understood circular economy principles we're still learning. Like and subscribe for more surprising Roman innovations.